Belinda and Michael's African Adventure. It was October 2013 when Mike and I travelled to Uganda. But in reality, my journey started many years ago, when my grandfather, Jack Sedgwick, took the brave, and some would say courageous decision to move his young family to Uganda to work and live. Many years on, and Mike and I have been incredibly lucky to visit Uganda, and to see for ourselves some of the places that both my grandparents and my mother have often talked about. The following slideshow is a photographic diary of our adventure, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we did. Exhausted, we arrived at Entebbe Airport, to be greeted by the driver of the airport guest house waving a placard with our names on. We rested here for a few hours before moving on to Kampala and Makerere University. We met Charles, our guide and driver from Gorrila and Wildlife Safaris, when he collected us from the Shangri-La Hotel in Kampala, and our first stop was Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary. Our first experience of seeing wildlife in Uganda, and we were truly amazed at how close we got to these huge, magnificent creatures. We had a wonderful and very knowledgeable guide called Willie. After a fairly bumpy drive, we arrived at Murchison Falls National Park and Para Lodge, which was quite beautiful, with stunning views of the Nile and breakfast with elephants. We went on some very exciting game drives with Charles, who was a brilliant guide, and we were so lucky to see so much. fabulous boat trip on the Nile which took us to the foot of Murchison Falls. We saw hippos, crocodiles, birds and plenty of other wildlife along the way. We had to take a ferry across the Nile in order to continue our journey, and we couldn't leave Murchison Falls National Park without visiting the top of the falls. Our next destination was Kibale Forest National Park. It was the longest and most exhausting journey ever. 11 hours over very bumpy roads. We were shaken to bits. It was an interesting drive. Exhausted, we arrive at Kibale Forest Camp, deep in the forest as you can imagine. It was very basic, with limited facilities and drink selection, but very calming, relaxing and peaceful, and just what the doctor ordered. tracking was extremely hard work. 4 hours climbing in blistering heat through thick jungle undergrowth and climbing out of elephants' footprints. An extraordinary experience, but all the pain and exhaustion went when we found the chimps. Instead, an overwhelming and emotionally charged sense of calm hits you, as well as a satisfactory sense of achievement in your own abilities. We were delighted to have succeeded in our quest. We also enjoyed a rather pleasant hike to the top of the world. Again, great scenery and views, and not too strenuous this time. Queen Elizabeth National Park in Katara Lodge. It had to be one of our favourite places. It was beautiful, friendly staff and great food. We did try to check out a day early, which was our mistake, and we were delighted to stay an extra night. We went on some very exciting game drives with Charles, who was a brilliant guide, and we were so lucky to see so much. Viewing crater lakes is not a normal tourist activity, but we asked Charles to arrange it, which he did in great style, and we were so pleased as we had another wonderful day. Charles arranged for Mike to go fishing with local fishermen while we were at Queen Elizabeth National Park. He caught a few tiddlers and had a fabulous time. We were incredibly lucky to see the most wonderful sight of 5 lions lounging about in the trees. Another long journey awaits us, but we are now getting used to Ugandan roads and loving taking in the scenery and views. You just can't beat the smells and noises of Uganda as you drive along. So all in all, quite spectacular and very special. trekking was simply amazing, an experience of a lifetime. There were 10 in our group, and we followed the R group, the Rushigura group, and we found them quite quickly. Initially, they were up a tree, waking up. However, they eventually came down, and the following pictures are a snapshot of our hour with them. It was heaven, and so exciting. The experience of the gorillas was quite extraordinary and amazing, but our journey continues, and on we go to Lake Bunyoni. Charles arranges for Mike to have another go at fishing when we get to Lake Bunyoni. It was equally unsuccessful, but once again he had the most wonderful fun. When Mike went off fishing, Charles and I took a banana boat across the lake. Slightly scary, as it was market day. I loved the colour and the hustle and bustle, but not the boat ride so much, so we walked back. Lake Maburu, a very special place and perfect to spend our last few days relaxing and chilling out by the pool. Wonderful gin and tonics, very good food, extremely friendly staff, and a wonderful variety of wild animals close at hand. One of the highlights of our tour for me had to be riding among the wild animals in Lake Maburu National Park. I had a lovely and very willing little horse and two wonderful guides in James and Charles. We cantered for miles between zebras, buffaloes and other animals. It was breathtaking and a heavenly experience. Well, here we are reaching the end of our tour. It's our last day with Charles as we leave Lake Maburu National Park and head towards Kampala and the Grand Imperial Hotel. We stop at the equator for lunch, a photo opportunity and shopping. We take Charles and his daughter Patty out for our last meal with him before saying our thank yous and goodbye.